Hi, my name is Francisca Peralta, Chief Compliance Officer of Softgate Systems. This video is part of our Anti-Money Laundering Bank Secrecy Act training program for our agents. Today, I'd like to talk about two important topics: our limit to request identification and how to detect suspicious activities. Our limit to request identification from our customers is $1,000 in the states of Arizona and Oklahoma and $2,000 in all other states. In Arizona, the customers must sign the receipt or the customer transaction form provided by Softgate. It is important to keep in mind that these limits apply to the customers and not to the transactions. For example, a customer makes payments to different account numbers. Once this customer reaches $2,000 or more, you need to ask for identification. In this case of different accounts, the system is not going to prompt for identification or additional information. It is your responsibility to ask for it and send us a copy along with the form duly completed and a copy of the invoices being paid if available. We accept the following type of identifications: driver license, non-driver photo ID, passport, residence card, or any other picture identification issued by the government. Now that we know the limits to request identification and the type that are acceptable to us, let's see some alerts to detect suspicious activities. Customer changed the transaction amount upon learning that he or she must show identification. Why? You need to ask the customer the reason for the change. If you receive a reasonable explanation, you can proceed with the payment without any issues. But if the reason given does not make you feel comfortable, report this incident to us and we will decide if we complete the suspicious activity or not. Another alert is customers conducting transactions just below threshold amount. For example, you have a customer that comes in weekly or every 2 weeks or monthly, and every time the payment is under the $2,000. You have the right to ask why. Why is that customer making payments under the limit, or just ask for a copy of the identification even if the transaction limit is not met. But due to the aggregations of frequency of payments, you can ask for additional documentation. Smurfing. Smurfing is when two or more customers work together to break one large amount into multiple transactions to evade the Bank Secrecy Act requirement or to avoid identifying the true owner of the funds. In this case, one individual is the owner of the funds and is asking third parties to conduct a transaction on his or her behalf. Structuring. Structuring is dividing a high amount into smaller amounts to avoid the identification requirement or any other additional information. Therefore, the customer decides to conduct multiple payments at different times or at different locations, trying to avoid such information or documentation. If you see something abnormal or unusual at your agency, please report it to us as soon as detected. You never tell the customer that you suspect he or she is doing something illegal. It is prohibited by law. You are required to maintain records for 5 years. If you have any questions, please refer to the handbook provided to you in the welcome kit, or visit our training site, or contact us by phone, fax, or email. Thank you.